And we have breaking news from Boston. A judge sentenced Brian Walsh to life in prison for the murder of his wife back in 2023. Penny Kmitt with our team at CBS News Boston has more on how the sentencing played out in the courtroom and what happens next for Walsh.
Defense asked for him to not serve these other sentences consecutively. They wanted them all, in one, so they would all be served along with his life sentence. So again, if he were to win an appeal, maybe he would, those wouldn't follow the life sentence. They would run consecutively. But the judge was pretty stern, sending a message saying that not only has he traumatized his children, but also the entire community. She spoke a little bit about the effort by the Cohasset Police Department, the Massachusetts State Police, to find Anna Walsh after he lied about her whereabouts. She was saying that they went down to Washington, D.C. They set up a command center, and that was effort that could have been given to other cases, other investigations that instead were tied up because of Brian Walsh's inability to tell the truth. So the judge really coming down hard, saying she does not think this is cruel and unusual punishment, and again saying this traumatized his family, Anna's family, and the entire community.
Prosecutor also, Penny, really detailing the gruesome details and truth of the fact that after killing her, we don't know how, that Anna Walsh's body was in the basement of their home for at least 24 hours, perhaps 2 days, while those 3 children were in the house, and that his mother had come to visit, had come and gone, clearly indicating he deceived her as well.
Sure.
And whatever kind of story he was telling his mother. And I think it was just, once the conviction happened, as Chris pointed out, and it's a fact, he's a convicted murderer, so chilling to hear the prosecutor describe all of that activity going on for a couple of days.
Yeah, certainly. When we talk about premeditation, so first-degree murder, they talk a lot about a period of reflection, like you still decided to commit this act despite a period of reflection. But here the prosecution is talking about that period of reflection when it comes to the disposal of a body. And he brought up, as you mentioned, the way that the searches kind of line up. It seems that Anna Walsh's body was in the basement for 24 hours at least, because 24 hours later, he was still searching. Is a hacksaw the best tool for dismembering a body? So the prosecution arguing he not only had this period of reflection when he chose to murder his wife, he also had this period of reflection when it came to the disposal of her body. And maybe he could have decided in that moment, I'm going to at least give my children a proper funeral, do this for Anna's family, but he did not. And as you mentioned, the prosecution says that Brian Walsh's mother came by during that time. The children were home with the babysitter. It's chilling to think what he was telling to his children, to his mother, to that babysitter during that window.